Hey guys, Brandon Lyons, mm USA here, and today I want to make this video discussing the Springfield Armory Mil-Spec 1911s some more, basically covering why I believe it's the best 1911 in its class via the styling of it, quality, and price. Guys, I'm going to call this video the best cheap 1911, and that's what I believe the Springfield Armory Mil-Spec to be. Alright, before we go any further, let's get the stainless Mil-Spec here out of this Galco holster scene right here. This is a lefty, they make them for left or right-handed. The other leather holsters, and there you go. So now you've got both Springfield Armory Mil-Specs in frame. These are the Defend Your Legacy versions. They also make two other versions that are California compliant. So if you live in California and you want to get yourself a nice 1911, I highly suggest these two, in either the Parkerized or stainless version. The first two things I want to mention before we go into these pistols are pretty important, especially if you're new to 1911s, or even if you know your 1911s really well. The bottom line is, use some good lubricant in your 1911s, you guys. This is some really good stuff. This is the Trident ceramic infused lubricant made by Shawlin Performance. This is a company run by Rob Shawlin and his wife. If you guys don't know who Rob Shawlin is, he is the GM over at Cabot Guns, and he also runs the Alchemy Custom Weaponry Shop. This is some really, really high quality stuff, you guys. It's not bad as far as the price for this bottle, by the way. It's like $15 or $16 for this, and you got this syringe and everything, so you can easily apply this to your 1911 where it needs it. The other thing is a huge thing as well, and I'm not kidding you guys. This is a big problem with 1911s, and that is using good quality magazines. This is a big problem with people that run 1911s. They buy magazines that just don't work very well. Wilson Combat is our go-to. Also, Tripp Research with their CobraMags make outstanding 1911 magazines as well. These are, this is a standard 47D in black. This is an ETM magazine. This is the Larry Vickers Duty Wilson Combat Mag. This is their upgraded 10-round mag. I can't remember what it's called, but they used to be called the Bureaucrat Mag back in the day with the old version, because it was a 10-rounder, and you know, you had your 10-round limits back in the day. Thanks, Clinton. We're already +1, so here we go. Wilson Combat Mag up now. Mag I just shot out of it was a stock mag that came with it. Flush fitting, all metal, Springfield Armory mag. Alright guys, let's do a deep dive into these pistols. I think one of the most important things to talk about here is the structure and the quality of these 1911s, because it's super important to have higher quality components, if possible, on your 1911s. And as far as that, the Springfield Armory Mil-Specs hit this out of the park at its price point. Locally, we were able to find these pistols for $559 for the Parkerized and $629 for the Defend Your Legacy stainless model. The Mil-Spec has a forged steel frame and slide, and the barrel is made out of hammer forged steel. The Mil-Specs really are a ton of gun for the money. I wouldn't own 4 of these pistols, you guys, if they did not totally blow me away as far as the quality and what you're getting here for the money. I'll show you guys the fitment on this Parkerized one, because this is the less expensive pistol here. We are empty. Okay, so the fitment of the slide to frame, right? From the front. Just a tiny bit of movement from the back. Let's look at how that's fit. Very well fit overall, and the blending's not bad. Again, this is a $550 pistol, you guys. I mean, for what you're getting here, that's outstanding. Let's look at the barrel. Barrel doesn't move at all. Yeah, no movement at all in that barrel. Super well fit barrel here. The slide stop has a tiny bit of movement in that barrel length. Not bad at all. Again, for a $500 gun, holy cow. How is the safety fit on this pistol? Outstanding. No question if you're taking it off safe or putting it on safe. Trigger. Little bit of take up, and then you hit the wall. Very clean break. Probably about a 4.5 pound trigger here. Reset. Amazing, amazing trigger on this pistol. And by the way, just so you know, the Parkerized versions of the pistols do have a polymer or plastic trigger, just like the Ronins and the new Springfield Armory Emissary. Now, on the stainless pistols, though, you have an aluminum trigger shoe, as you can see from all the wear that I've put on this one right here. And again, super well fit here. This is the one that I have shot quite a few rounds through, and it's not as tightly built as my other 3 pistols, just so you know. So again, when you're looking at these pistols, you guys, make sure you go over them and check fitment of everything. Just make sure you look it over real hard when you're picking it up. You know, check out how the slide to frame fit is, check and see if the barrel has any drip to it, beaver tail fitment if you're wondering about that. Check how the safety works again. Check out how the beaver tail is sensitized to the trigger. Check out how the mainspring housing is fit, if it's, you know, flush and there isn't any gaps or any weird stuff going on there. The trigger on this pistol is amazing as well. This trigger is more like 4 pounds. And again, amazing reset here.
Off to the left.
Alright guys, now I'm going to show you my other 2 Springfield Mil-Specs, and these are kind of customized as to their appearance because I swapped some parts. So here is the first one. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of the traditional two-tone style 1911s. So there you go right there. This is a Springfield Armory Defend Your Legacy stainless bottom and parkerized top to make a traditional two-tone style 1911. And this is wearing the set of grips that I had on my original Springfield, my first one that I picked up right here. So I put them on the two-tone style one. And this is wearing a pair of Lyman Products Faux Pearl grips. The way this thing is set up right now, it kind of looks like Vincent's gun from Pulp Fiction, which is kind of funny. Really love those pro grips. They really set the pistol off, make it look terrific. And here we'll put in frame the two-tone. So there you go. There's one of them. The other one is right here. So it's the stainless top with the parkerized bottom, a reverse two-tone, if you will. And these 2 pistols, again, are wearing LOK grips, as well as the standard Defend Your Legacy parkerized. This is a pair of the classic textured LOK grips in OD green. One thing that I definitely want to mention you guys in this video is the fact that the Springfield Armory Mil-Spec 1911s are proudly made in the United States of America. If you want an old school traditional style 1911, the Springfield Mil-Spec is the one to get. Another mag here, another Wilson Combat 47D. One thing that I definitely want to talk about in this video is competitive options. You know, what else is on the market aside from the Springfield Mil-Specs if you want a traditional style 1911. The main 2 alternative products that I know of would be from Rock Island Armory and Fusion Firearms. And I would stay away from that stuff made in the Philippines, guys. Both of those pistols have cast frames, and none of Fusion stuff is made in the US on their Freedom line. And I've heard that actually carries over to their custom lineup as well. So you're buying a pistol that doesn't have any parts made in the US, which is crazy to think of, but that's just what I read. Another brand I would stay away from is Ordinance. It's good that their 1911s are made in the USA, but they do not compare to the quality of these Springfield 1911 pistols. The Ordinance 1911s are very poorly put together overall and assembled, and you guys have seen that on our channel from the 2 examples that we reviewed from them. There is no comparison at all to these Springfield Mil-Spec pistols, as they are far superior in pretty much every way. Anyway, let's get back to the Mil-Spec and what makes it so great. You have a traditional style spur hammer, which love to do that, guys. Just grab a hold of it, cock it with one hand. It's just very cool, old school style. You have an arched metal mainspring back here, a very tight positive thumb safety, which I've already showed you. You have an amazing sight picture, unlike your old school style 1911s, which I do really appreciate and love on these pistols. In order to shoot the pistol well, you guys, you need to have sights that you can see. So having sights that you can see very easily is a big plus in my opinion. Looking at the pistol here, I think that you do have a good sized beaver tail back here as well, which you will notice that there is some wear on it, and that's from me sanding the edges to make it not irritate the web of my hand. And Beretta Senior and I, by the way, never did experience any hammer bite with these pistols at all. So they did a good job. Now, if you have really super large hands, you might experience it, but Beretta Senior and I didn't have any problems at all when running the Mil-Specs. He's got 2, I've got 4. I do want to pick up 2 more because I'm just in love with this traditional styling and the quality of these pistols. Clearly I've got a problem, and the only prescription is 2 more Mil-Specs. I want to buy 1 more in parkerized and 1 more in stainless just to round this stuff out. I'll probably end up sitting one of the stainless guns and to get the slide engraved. If you guys watched the original video on the Mil-Spec, you know what I'm talking about. The big thing to me about the Mil-Specs is for the price that you're getting them at and the quality levels, you really could use this in any role you want to. As far as what you want to use this gun for, you know, stash gun, car gun, backpack gun, carry gun. I mean, these 1911s could do it all. Plus, a nice little bonus, you guys, is when you're watching Pulp Fiction, Terminator 2, The Devil's Rejects, The Way of the Gun, From Dusk Till Dawn, or something like that, you can go, I've got 1 or 2 1911s just like that. And that's a really fun time to know that you're watching a great movie and you have a 1911 pistol very similar to what you're seeing on the silver screen.
Visiting hours is 10 to 4, Monday through Friday.
What the hell are you doing?
You son of a bitch! You shot me!
He'll live.
And at the end of the day, let's not forget this, folks. The legendary 1911 pistol, this is America's handgun right here. And if you don't have 1 or 2 in your collection, in my opinion, and Beretta Seniors, you're definitely doing something wrong and you need to remedy that by checking out one of these or a custom 1911 if you want to go that route as well. And if you're thinking about stepping above something like this and go on the custom route, I highly suggest Alchemy Custom Weaponry, Les Spare Custom, Wilson Combat, and Cabot Guns. Those are the 1911 companies that we just absolutely love their pistols, no question. And if you watch at least a couple of our other 1911 videos, you would definitely know that. And that opinion, as far as those brands, has not changed at all. Well guys, I think I pretty much hit on everything that I wanted to cover in this video, but again, like I said at the very beginning of this video, if you're going to buy a 1911, make sure you buy some good quality magazines. These are all Wilson Combats. Wilson Combats are our go-to. If you want to get some high quality lubricant, for your 1911 to make sure it runs real nice and smooth for you, highly suggest the Trident lube from Shelton Performance. And actually, I guess I have a couple fun thoughts here for Springfield Armory if they ever see this video. I think it would be beneficial to add more versions of the Mil-Spec to their lineup to drive additional new interest to the pistol. Some suggestions from me, I would definitely expand the Mil-Specs to have 9mm variants, as that's definitely a hole in this lineup here and they're missing sales on people that want a traditional 1911 chambered in 9mm. My other suggestion is to make two-tone style 1911s, like these two right here, that I created by buying 2 pistols and swapping parts. Make them available from the factory, because, you know, you guys know from the success of the Emissary pistol and the Ronin 1911s that people are interested in the traditional two-tone style 1911s. And the reverse two-tone is definitely an option as well because it's fairly popular. I mean, hell, Smith & Wesson has been making 1911s in the reverse two-tone for years, and God, I think they've been making that for like 15 years now, and they've been selling continuously since. So I would definitely offer these 2 flavors right here, reverse two-tone, traditional two-tone. I think those would sell very well. Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video of me showcasing the Springfield Armory Mil-Spec 1911s. If you don't own a 1911, be sure to check out one of these. I seriously think you would love it. Thanks for watching, and as always everyone, remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.